I was up at 5 a.m. to make the most of my favourite national park, Krachan. I'd had a tip-off about where some greater yellow-naped woodpeckers had a nest, and I headed there, but as it was still barely light and rather misty, I decided that I'd head down into what looked like a new trail I'd never seen before. I was really excited. Heading down on new trails is like one of the best things that can happen when you're in the jungle. That decision almost cost me my life. Watch on as I have one of the most exciting encounters I've had in a while in Krachan.
Well, this is a new path, and it's an area where I know where it'll meet up with a path which I'm not allowed to go down, so presumably not allowed to go down here either. Always lovely to find a new path in the misty morning. There's a woodpecker. In fact, there are two woodpeckers around. There's a smaller one. Seems to be a bigger one, maybe a slaty grey further across, making a big noise. Oh, there's a watering hole down here. And the sound of great hornbills up there, moving around. Let's start looking for tracks, because it's been damp. Just a little bit. Still damp now, so things will be visible. There's some deer or a gaur. Wow. The path goes on as well. This is brilliant. It's awesome. It's just what I want. A new track. Oi, oi, oi. That's deer. Oh, and this is a bigger imprint. Elephant. Not that one though. It's a Gaur. And that's fresh. It's run. Maybe the stamp that I heard was it stamping and running off down here. See that? can't smell anything, which I would do after finding it. Yeah, it's definitely from this angle. If there were a Gaur just inside there, staying still, keeping quiet, I wouldn't see it. Yeah, lots of paw prints up here. Oh, I smell it. Not too fresh yesterday. Don't know what that was. Looked like a little hawk of sorts. Could have been a woodpecker. Man, this path just keeps going on. This is incredible. A bit eerie. Something just come. Shit. Shit. There's a Gaur right there. Need to see if there's a big tree. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bloody Gaur right there. I'll have to be really quiet. Just heard me. It's just heard me. There was a herd of them. Big one and two small ones. They've just bolted. Shit. Shit, you saw it stay still. When it was eating the leaves on the tree and it was sniffing the tree. It must have smelt me. Or heard me. That's a bit of an angry noise. I'm going to head back. At least to somewhere where I'm not completely open like this. where there's a bigger tree. At least I can try to get behind a big tree. Unfortunately, around here there's nothing in the way of anything to get behind. I just get trampled. And gored. Oh. There might be another one as well. The other one's right nearby. I'm going to find a bigger tree and just sit tight for a minute. Can't stay here. Not the hugest tree, but I can get in there. There's nothing down there to get behind. I dare not risk going down there again, because they're still there. They haven't come back out. I'll sit tight here a little bit longer on the chance that they come out. Just onto the track there in front, so I can get a shot or two. But I'm not going down there, and I'm definitely not going as far down the track there past where I was, where they were, because they're just in the side of the still there. So at least 3 of them. I can hear someone moving here just over there as well. Exciting times. I'll give it another few minutes here. Brilliant. Scary but exciting. Right. Nothing's going to happen, at least not safely. I'm going to head back out a bit more this way, where there might be a bit more cover or bigger trees. This is not a massive thick tree. The only thing to do with Gaur is to climb up a tree. Obviously you don't do that with elephants or bears or tigers or leopards, but with Gaur apparently, climb a tree. I'd have to drop my backpack at the bottom. I think my tree climbing skills aren't what they used to be. But all those years climbing the trees at the front of Lowenstein hopefully will pay off if necessary. I'm just watching my back all the time. Still not a great deal of cover down here, not thick cover. There is further in, but they can run bloody fast, those Gaur like. And as you saw, they're so quiet. From all those tracks I was following, I suspected there was one somewhere down there, but you couldn't hear anything until I rounded the corner and saw a swish of a tail. And then even then you couldn't hear anything, except when it grumbled. It's real, man. Krachan's real, and the dangers are real, the excitement's real. It's not all birds. Right, I'm back to the watering hole. Even here there's not that much, but I don't think they'll come back along here though, that's the only thing. I might have to wait hours till the sun gets out. It's only 6:30, 7 o'clock about. When the sun's out they might come back here. But I've got other things to do and see, but that was phenomenal. I do hope this little vlogging camera's picked up enough to see them. I didn't even have my camera out at the time because I was worried when I saw the tracks that there might be something down there, and I didn't want to mess around with the camera swinging from me if I had to leg it. And I'm glad I was cautious. So the fantastic thing is I've seen them there in the natural environment, at least 3. And I haven't frightened them off, they just moved on down there. So that's why I'm moving back out. I'll let them get back out to where they were happy. So that's the second good thing. And the third good thing, I haven't been gored, which is always a big bonus, I think, when you're on these kind of trips. Right, I'm back up at the car. If ever there was a good time for a coffee, I think it's now. Doesn't get much better than this, like.
I'm not sure if it was the coffee that piqued my curiosity and courage a bit more, but I decided that I couldn't give up on these Gaur. It wasn't quite light enough for the woodpeckers, so I decided to try to find another route in.
The spider's webs are beautiful. Look at them, so many of them in the morning with this lovely mist. The Gaur are somewhere down in there. I've come further along the road and I've walked down to where there's a one entrance, but it'll take me too far off the direction of where they were, so I found this trail, and this is just up above where they were when I came in from the other side. So I'm gonna head cautiously back in. Oh, this is right up above where they were. This looks like a game trail as well, actually. In fact, this is a game trail, not a path. There's scratches. I'll probably come in here. This might actually be worse and more dangerous than my other route, because there's bugger all here to get behind, and I can't even run properly.
I don't know if it was common sense or a bit of fear for the fact that the battery on the Vulcan camera suddenly died there, but I decided that heading back down that trail was certainly no better than going in the way I had, and there was even less cover or anything to hide behind. So I came out and waited for the greater yellowknapes.
So here I am with the yellowknapes. And kind of back into the bushes where I'm not bothering them. And I've got a few photographs of them, a little bit of video, but the position wasn't ideal. So hopefully now we've in a bit of a better spot here, a better position for them getting into the hole there, because there was a bit of a branch behind which was a bit annoying. Nothing in front, so hopefully this is a better spot. Let's see when they come back. Oh, I love yellowknapes, beautiful woodpeckers.
Greater yellowknapes, or a medium to large size woodpecker, which are not really rare, but you don't see them often, and they're a resident across many parts of Thailand. They are beautiful though.
Oh, how amazing is that? The yellownape's back at the nest there, just as we was looking at the minor birds. One of them's just flown right past me and he's just behind me. Minor birds are hanging around near the nest as well. You know what it's like when you're trying to get a good position in the undergrowth with a tripod, especially when it's with a 500 lens on and any slight movement chucks it off focus. But there's one. I kind of almost think it's a young one because I saw both the adults leave before, but this one went back in when I was just glancing away for a second, which is often what happens. Yeah, a little duck in the tree. Of course they eat the eggs, so I hope it doesn't get up to the yellow-nape's hole. Bye, little ducky. It can be quite a long wait. I checked the time of the last time that the male was back, what I thought was feeding, but then I thought they'd both flown away, but then of course there was one popped its head out, so it must have gone back in when I wasn't looking, so I've kind of messed up my timings, which is annoying. I'm assuming about every 15 or 20 minutes, like, if they're feeding one in there. But it's quite incredible that the morning started there with me heading down, looking at those tracks of what I thought might be Gaur and what of course turned out to be Gaur. And as I was looking at the tracks I could hear a woodpecker up here above where I was, and I'm guessing it was that, the greater yellownape, although I did hear two different woodpeckers. It's beautiful though. Nice little story there. Anyway, let's wait and see when they return. And hopefully I'm at a bit better angle here for some lovely video. Fingers crossed.
By 9:30 I realised there wasn't going to be any more movement in or out of the nest for quite some time, so I went back to camp, had some breakfast, then headed up to see the butterflies with 1,000 other people. I decided that wasn't for me, so went back down the road to an area where I know I can see birds, hopefully at any time of day.
Wow, it is very hot now. You're not going to see much, but nice just nice to be out. And this area is one of the not few, but well, yeah, few accessible open out spaces. So it's really lovely, and it's really good to see birds. Often see anywhere around here. The crested serpent eagle. There's nearly always a dollar bird sitting over there on that tree somewhere.
Here in the tropics, the heat of the day is never the best time to see birds, but the bigger birds, like the raptors and even different kingfishers, they don't seem to mind that heat or brightness too much. I was just happy to sit there, listen to the sounds, the wind through the rushes. It was beautiful. After I left and headed back towards the greater yellownips, I did see my dear friend the crested serpent eagle. Not too close, but close enough to get some lovely video and a few shots.
That seems to have been a good idea, to come here to the greater yellownape woodpecker site. Managed to see them already. I'd only been here about 5 or 10 minutes. It's very hot though, but absolutely worth it. Oh man, what a beautiful woodpecker the yellownape is. Now I'm torn of, do I try to get more video of it at the hole, or do I try to get some shots? I haven't got any decent shots yet. The ones this morning would be, the sky was a bit misty and it wasn't quite properly light. I think I might try to get some shots the next time the male comes back. Decisions. Wow, just like that. He's gone again. Maybe the swap positions. I think that was a bell went in, went straight back out. And just as he's gone, the tree's leaves blew right across in front of the hole. Covered it up. Waited till I'd seen it and got some video of it though. Oh, beautiful. Let's see how long it takes till it comes back again. I don't know if you can see the sheer amount of flies. These little flies, they're not mosquitoes, like, at least I hope not, because they're all over me, buzzing around. Tiny little things, but loads of them. It is warm. And some hornbills just flew across there behind the tree. I hope they come into view as well. A good Saturday. Gaur in the morning, yellownape woodpecker in the morning, and then the afternoon again. I think I spent in total about 4 hours waiting for shots and video of those woodpeckers, and got a little bit, but not the ideal kind of shots that I wanted with the light on them. There's always tomorrow. So I've had my food. Well, not that good. Not as good as the steak I normally cook. And let's hope there's not too much noise, because there's a few people here at the campground at Krachan, because it's butterfly season, of course, which makes it very popular. But anyway, let's see. It's a lovely temperature though, so let's see what tomorrow brings. So under a beautiful full moon, I settled down for a good night's sleep.
but I was awakened in the early hours.
Wow, that's an incredible loud bark. Pretty sure that's a muntjac. Barking deer. Could be an elephant though. Just woken me up. That's how loud it is. Wow, it's the middle of the night. And I've been woken up with a very, 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 very loud call. Which I'm pretty sure there's the bark of a muntjac, of a barking deer. Incredibly loud. And then you can hear the nightjar clunking nearby. That's the large-tailed or long-tailed nightjar. And that sounds like somebody throwing a big rock onto a frozen pond. And we've heard the books and what's it called, the white-fronted scopsel, as well as the doke there. Beautiful. I mean, other than that, it's deadly quiet. The crickets and the frogs. And then that muntjac. Even at night, it's special.
I was awakened by that sound of an Asian barred owlet. It's beautiful. And although I was comfortable in the tent, the temperature was nice. I decided to get up just before sunrise. Then there was a banded broadbill making a noise, and I knew that it was a good sign for the day ahead. I was ready. After eggs and coffee to the beautiful background tune of a young male gibbon, literally right above my tent, I decided to head up the streams and see if I could see the spot-bellied eagle owl chick. Although I had a vague idea where it might be, I wasn't successful, but I've included some footage from a month or so before when a ranger friend took me to see it. Spot-bellied eagle owls are one of the larger owls, and they've got a distinctive look. The adults have, how can I put it, eyebrows that go out to the side, a bit like Dame Edna Everage glasses. This little beauty, and I don't know if it was a male or a female, had apparently fallen from the nest about a week or so earlier, and it was gradually moving up about a metre or so every day on branches. It was perfectly safe to photograph it from the distance I was, because during daylight hours, owls are pretty much blind. The mum was up in the trees above, and I managed to get some shots of her as well. She wasn't alarmed, but she was watching all the time.
There's the tree. And it's like third hole from the top. Come back down to where I saw the Gaur yesterday, where I encountered them. I'm going to have a wander along, see if there's any more signs. So I think by this time they'll be deeper into the forest. It's getting hot. Chance them a look again here. These trees have been knocked down since yesterday as well, these branches. Oh shit, big hoof frogs there. This is where they were yesterday, just around this next corner. Shit, I can smell them. Right here where I saw them come out yesterday. I think we'll call that a day.
The day was getting very hot, and all of these flies and little sunbees and other bees that were bothering me, I knew they'd be bothering the Gaur even more. That's what makes them angry. So I think it was best that I headed out, happy with everything I'd seen and heard and experienced. Thanks very much for watching. Please tell everybody about this site so they can all enjoy the beauty of nature.